Hello, I've got a quick challenge for you this time. Unlike the previous ones that I have done, this is not a full campaign, just one of the historical battles. My challenge is to beat the Battle of Tours with only throwing axemen. Its rules are pretty straightforward. The only units I can deal damage with are throwing axemen, and I'm allowing Charles Martel, as he does throw axes. After how hard and complex the last Attila challenge was, I like having something more straightforward, so here we go. I start the level with control of the city, but with my army far away. I need to delete half of it so that I'm just left with the throwing axemen. To bring my army to the city, I need to fight through some Moorish camels, but they go down easily. I have 3 town centers in the city, which is both good and bad. It helps me to grow my economy quickly, but if any of them are destroyed, I lose. I build some walls outside my city to protect a woodline, and start training more villagers while my army is on its way. My men arrive before the first attack reaches my walls, as they are distracted by the outlying farms. I start with a pretty small economy, so I can't get the upgrades that I want before the first attack arrives. Very few of the enemy units are ranged, so my starting axemen can handle them from behind the walls. My walls do take some damage and need to be repaired though. The next wave arrives, and this time it's much bigger. I need to split the few men I have up to cover more of the wall, and this time there are Mamluks and Scorpions that can attack my axemen. I lose a few units, but my defensive towers have the range to deal with the Scorpions eventually. The rest of the army can be dealt with, and without any more ranged units, my villagers can repair the walls from inside safely. Things are safe enough that I can click up to the castle age during the attack, which will be necessary to train any reinforcements. They do eventually attack with rams, but I have just about the perfect unit to deal with those, and the Berber leader, Abd ar-Rahman al-Ghafiqi, shows up alone, where Charles Martel kills him. Once in the castle age, I can get some more blacksmith upgrades for my throwing axemen, and I can build a castle to train more of them. Along with my infantry upgrades, I grab the defensive upgrades for my buildings and walls to hold up longer under attack. By the time the next group of cavalry attacks, they can barely make a scratch on my strong walls, and I train more axemen to kill them faster. I finish off my defenses with a second castle, which will also help to train men faster. I send Charles Martel and a small group of throwing axemen to take out the towers in the west. It will open that area for my villagers if I need it later. While that's happening, the next attack comes in, and my castles can handle it on their own. With the defenses so strong, I can save up the resources for the Imperial Age, and when I get there, there are more upgrades to improve my throwing axemen. I send a villager out to wall in more of the map so that I don't run out of resources, and send my army out to take the attack to the enemy. I cross the bridge into the closer enemy camp. Their soldiers try to stop me, but none of them are ranged units, so I don't even take any damage. The Berbers have an open base that I can just walk right into, and with no defensive buildings, I don't have anything to worry about. Unlike most archers, my men can also tear through buildings quickly. While I am destroying their base, the Moors show up and try to stop me, and they are able to do a little damage with their cavalry and Mamluks, but are still very easy to defeat. I destroy the Berber town center, and after killing a few scattered villagers, the Berbers resign. To win the level, I need to capture the 6 supply wagons in Poitiers and bring them back to my city. Their city has a castle and walls, so I have to be a bit more careful. Their army melts under my axes, and I circle around to break through one of their gates. After heading in, I take out all the production buildings and find the supply wagons. One of the carts is nearly killed by the town center, but I get them out safely. I don't totally finish off the Moors, instead sending the carts back, protected by my main army. The Moors don't have anything left to even try and stop me, so the group gets back to Tours and finishes the level. That finishes the invasion of France, started years before by Tariq ibn Ziyad, which I'm sure I will do a challenge of someday. That was fun. The challenge was pretty simple, and unlike the last few I've done, pretty easy. It's not too far off what I would have done in a casual playthrough, although spears would have made an easier start. It's pretty rare for me to use the throwing axemen when playing as the Franks normally, just because of how strong their knights are, so it was a good change of pace. It was also fun to actually get to use a hero unit in one of these challenges. I think the last time I did that was Lahir back in the Joan of Arc campaign. I hope you liked this shorter challenge. I'm going to be alternating between single-level challenges and campaign challenges going forward. It should help to have more frequent uploads and more challenge variety. If I want to try something that's really hard, it's less daunting on a single level. I'll probably do all the historical battles first, but I do plan on doing Victors and Vanquished as well. Most of those will take a very long time though. Please let me know if you enjoyed this shorter style, and any other challenges you want me to do. Don't worry though, another full campaign will be next. Hope to see you there. Have a good one.